We are Southern Colorado. A man in Colorado Springs practices a unique craft, repairing vintage antique clocks. He goes by the Clock Doctor and doesn't get too wound up despite spending hours each day repairing these timepieces. Fox 21's Carolyn Fallon met up with the Clock Doctor to see how this unique job has stood the test of time.
That's right, Scott, and there's certainly no being late in this house with over 120 clocks in every corner. Todd Knipp, also known as the Clock Doctor, has been repairing clocks for years.
I just read somewhere that they said that the beating or the ticking of a clock, that your heartbeat will want to try and sync up with that.
And every hour, the deep melodies from tall grandfather clocks echo throughout his home in Colorado Springs. And little birds spring through the doors of cuckoo clocks, some more than 100 years old.
I've opened up a clock like this one right here. I just recently restored, and the first clock repairman that worked on it, it was in 1898. He had signed his name, he had signed the date and what he did to it, and then there was 2 more dates afterwards, and then I got to work on it this year, and I left my name and my date on it.
Most days you can find the Clock Doctor staring through a magnifying glass, handling micro screwdrivers as he spends hours repairing vintage clocks. And usually they come with their own story.
Sometimes I get them in boxes and they're wrapped in newspaper from long ago, and then I sit there and read some of the articles in the newspaper from the 1970s.
People say there's no time like the present, but for Knips, hands down, it's all about the past.
I kind of wonder how many houses it's been in, who was looking at it, were they excited at the time they were looking at it, or were they not having a good day and not excited about looking at it, and all the energy that goes into looking at a clock daily.
He says he finds the job therapeutic as the subtle ticking from each one fills the background.
I just love it, especially grandfather clocks. The ticking is nice and long and loud. It's extremely soothing.
But despite how many clocks surround him,
sometimes I'll come in here and start working on a clock and literally lose track of time, and hours will have gone by and I'll have forgotten to eat.
Knipp says during the holiday season, he and his wife make handmade nutcrackers with vintage clocks inside each one. Now, if you have a clock that needs repairing, the clock is ticking. To contact Todd, you can head to fox21news.com for more. Scott, back to you.